Yes, we are stuck in a sense of freeze and normalcy bias that says, we've had bad presidents before, we just have to wait it out and everything will be fine. We are standing around looking at a fire and going, well, someone has to know how to put it out. And we're exhausted and broke and the fire hasn't reached us yet, so we go, well, I have to pay my rent or else I'll be evicted. So I gotta prioritize rent before fire. We keep waiting for an authority figure to step in and tell us what to do, which means we keep looking to our Democratic elected officials for help, but they, on the whole, are spineless cowards. Now, to be fair to the spineless cowards, and not that they aren't spineless cowards, but they never claimed to be heroes. They claimed to be good at giving speeches. It's like if you turned to someone mid-TED Talk and said, oh my God, there's a coup happening, what do we do? And they were like, I don't know, I don't even know how to change slides on my own. And regardless of leadership, I don't really want to risk my standing with TED. I love giving TED Talks. I don't really want to burn a bridge here. Does that make sense? You are automatically very limited in what you're capable of if your number one priority is, I want to appeal to enough people that I can become president. I promise I vote. I promise I vote. But all of that to say, these people are too stuck in their own sense of normalcy bias to come help us. They believe in the system, and I think they have moments where they go into work and they go, my Republican colleague asked about my weekend. And we might disagree on a few things, but at the end of the day, we can still talk about the weekend. And that's what it means to be American. Then they just hear a round of applause in their head. The Chuck Schumers of the world are obsessed with the idea of a return to normal, a return to when Scalia and RBG rode an elephant together. But that era of politics, and we might disagree about who deserves basic human rights, but we can still hang out, got us here. I know we're all sick of Titanic metaphors, but it's so easy to judge people for not loading onto the lifeboat sooner. But I want you to picture yourself on a well-lit, warm ship that's carried you for days. And then somebody says, I need you to get on this dinky lifeboat, and then I'm gonna lower you 70 feet into the pitch black ocean. And in that moment, could you at all comprehend that any hesitation of yours would directly lead to other people dying? Any hesitation, any doubt, any cowardice, any flimsy hope that there could be a return to normal would directly lead to other people dying. Inaction feels neutral, but it's just as harmful as throwing someone in the water. I've had a lot of moments recently of, what is the point of art? What's the point of making art? I used to think in my 20s, I really felt like comedy spoke truth to power and doesn't seem to be moving the needle much. But in The Unthinkable, she tells the story of the Potomac plane crash. And this guy, Roger Olean, was in traffic, didn't even see the plane hit the water. This guy runs up to his car and is like, did you see the crash? Roger Olean gets out of his truck and just walks into the icy water and starts swimming. He knew the whole time that it was a doomed rescue attempt, that by the time he got to the survivors, he would be too exhausted to help anybody. But he said he did it so the survivors would see somebody coming towards them, because they would have looked around and they would have just seen people standing and watching them. And so he knew that it was important to go towards them for the preservation of hope. I think that's the point of any creativity. It's the preservation of hope and warmth and humanity. It's saying, I'm with you and I'm listening, and my moral compass cannot be swayed. So I think it's really important to reject any feelings of doomerism or apathy, especially on this app, where people make a lot of money off doomerism and have really convinced themselves it's activism. It's like the grifters don't know that they're grifting. There's a whole lot of money to be made in the business of crushing hope, so it should tell you how much value it has. And if nothing else, let that fuel you. Nobody's gonna make $1 crushing my hope, my humanity, my warmth, well preserved. And I would ask that other creators reflect on whether you have sunk into the business of crushing hope, because with what this app pays, that can't be the price you're putting on your soul.